Let's face it, not every project is going to survive the bear market. As a matter of fact, with over 90% of crypto projects being terrible ones, there's a high probability that your favorite project isn't going to make it. But there is good news to all of this, and that's you're watching this video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some crypto strategies to set up the best crypto portfolio in the space, as well as some good exit strategies. I'm also going to be sharing with you examples of great high caps, mid caps, and low cap gems that I believe have a good probability to do very well in the coming bull run. So let's get right into it. When setting up your crypto portfolio, there are a number of factors that can influence your decision, including the capital you have to invest, your risk tolerance, as well as macroeconomic situation. But you must be able to pick the right projects, and in doing so, these tips will help you. And the first include spotting the trends early. Now, one of the best strategies in crypto is to be able to ride narratives. When you're able to pick the right narratives, or when you're able to pick the right kind of trends, you can ride on so many projects and make good returns as a result of that. And one of my best strategies for finding trends early in the crypto space is by checking social engagements as well as tech news. The nature of crypto ties very closely with technological news, advances in AI, the metaverse, space news, and stuff like that. There are a number of sites that I recommend you should check out. I'll put the links down in the description. Next is the project idea. Now, it's very important to be able to understand the projects that you're investing in. Even if a project is the greatest in the world, I would never recommend that you put money in something unless you understand what that project is about. The project idea should be able to be something that you can understand easily, not something that is just full of jargons and buzzwords, saying things like revenue sharing, AI, augmented reality, and so on, things that will just try to get people to throw their money in without understanding it. You should always be able to understand what the project is about. The project should be able to pass its message across in the simplest way possible. Next is the project justification. Now, the projects that are going to perform very well in the coming bull run are the projects that are actually solving problems. Pay attention to projects that provide value to the space, not projects that are just going to be the next this, the next Shiba Inu, the next Ethereum killer. Pay close attention to the projects that are creating value in the space, solving problem, advancing different narratives. Solving a problem is not the same thing as having a use case. One of my favorite examples being Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash. These are projects that were created to solve the speed and scalability issues with Bitcoin, as well as the fees issue. Now, there are many blockchains and there are many other projects that are cheaper and faster than Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash, but they are coming at a time where they are giving solutions to problems that are not needed right now. Those have become use cases and not problems that they are solving. So look for projects that are solving fresh problems, look for projects that are forwarding great narratives, and so on. The next step when you're setting up a good crypto portfolio is to check the team's track record. I don't know about you, but I would much rather invest in projects with a team that have a good history of creating great projects and not anonymous people, Discord mods in their mother's basement telling us that it's going to be the next big thing. It's important to be able to look for projects that have a good team behind it. Take, for example, Polkadot. Gavin Wood, being one of the creators of Ethereum, gives you much higher confidence because this is someone that has good experience and actually knows what he's doing in that space. Then you should also check the tokenomics of the project. Does the project have good vesting schedules? Are there too many wheels behind it? And finally, the marketing. Now, all of what I've been saying, all of these points of spotting trends early, a good project idea, justification, and so on, is all tied up with very good marketing. Now, there are good projects that don't do well in the crypto space simply because they have bad marketing plans, and there are bad projects that do very well in the crypto space simply because, they've got hype and they've got good marketing plans in their schedule. So look for projects that have good plans for their marketing, projects that are able to help people become aware of the project and get out there. If you're able to set up your portfolio and fill it up with good projects, then there's a very high likelihood that it will do very well. Now, one of the most important things in crypto that people don't talk about much are good exit strategies. Now, it's all well and good to be able to find projects early and get in on the projects and dollar cost average in on major dips, but it's also just as important to be able to get out of a project at the right time, securing profits and making life-changing gains. And that's where exit strategies come in. My friend, if you're up 10x on a project and you decide not to take some profits, you really aren't going to make it in this space. It's important to be able to have good targets that you take some profits, and have plans for how long you decide to hold a moon bag. That's where time frames come in. How long do you plan to hodl a project? How long do you plan to, keep that project irrespective of the volatility in the market? It's important to set good time frames for a project because that will help you emotionally to handle the volatility in the space. I made a video previously on the conditions for holding a bag, and you can check it right up there in the cards above. Next is the staking. While you're holding a project, it makes sense to be able to make some passive earnings. This will get you that much closer to securing your initial investment. Staking is a very good strategy for holding. That's where you're able to make some extra cash while securing a moon bag. The next is to be able to dollar cost average out. Major spikes on projects can see some retrace, and if you're up a good amount of X's, you can take some percentage out, to secure your initial investment and enjoy some profits. I always encourage dollar cost averaging out, and I've made a full dedicated video on exit strategies as well. You can check it up in the cards. Now, based on all of these strategies, based on setting up your portfolio and knowing when to take some profits and come out of a project, I think these next few projects are going to do very well in the coming bull run. The first project being the RNDR token. Now, what problem is this solving? Well, the RNDR token is giving us decentralized cloud computing, something that is heavily centralized in the Web2 space right now. RNDR is sitting at a market cap of $571 million and over 69% in circulation, but I believe this project has much more room for growth, especially because it's got all of those things I was talking about earlier: a good idea, a good project justification. You can find this project on Binance, Coinbase, as well as KuCoin. Next is within the decentralized storage narrative, and that's Arweave. Arweave is currently sitting at $269 million in market cap with 99% in circulation. Another great mid-cap gem in my opinion. You can find this one on Binance, KuCoin, Bittrex, and so on. I think decentralized storage has a very good justification on the blockchain and will do well in the coming bull run. Next is within the decentralized stablecoin narrative. I think FraxShare is going to be one of the best performers in that regards. Decentralized stablecoins are going to be very important in the crypto space, and FraxShare is still super early when it comes to solving that problem, sitting at $410 million in market cap. It's one of the first of its kind. You can find it on Binance, Uniswap, as well as KuCoin. I think FraxShare is going to do very well. So that's it for the mid caps and the high caps. Now we are going to be looking at some great low cap gems, and first up we've got the Energy Web token. So this helps energy identity on the blockchain, and I think the Energy Web token has a very unique approach. Just $57 million in market cap and 30% in circulation. You can find this one on KuCoin Kraken. Now, the reason why I like the Energy Web token is that it's one of the best of its kind. It's very niche down. It's not trying to please everybody or doing too many things at once. But when it comes to energy identities on the blockchain, Energy Web token is going to be the top performer in that case. It's been building for a very long time, and those are the kind of projects, solving unique problems using the blockchain that provides more control, more decentralization, more transparency, and I think these projects will do very well as a result of that. Next, we've got the Rocket Exchange. Now, you can keep fading RVF, but I'm telling you that this project is going to be one of the best performers in the coming bull run. This is a project that is chock full of utility, helping people in the crypto space with cross-chain swap. All of the different competing blockchains out there, all of the different tokens on centralized and centralized exchanges, RVF is bringing them all together on one intuitive platform. So this is a good project that gives a good user interface and a good user experience on the blockchain. This project has a very good focus on interoperability and is sitting at just $16 million in market cap and over 75% in circulation. A project that aims to aid good adoption in crypto. This one has a very good long-term potential, 50 to 100x in my opinion. Next, we have XP Network. XP Network is heavily niched down in the NFT space, and now NFT is not receiving a lot of love right now with over 95% of NFT projects going down, but the technology that XP Network is building is extremely crucial to NFT technology, a blockchain agnostic tool helping the easy transfer of NFT assets from one blockchain to another. I think XP Network has a very good potential to do very well in the coming bull run. And then we've got CDFI. I think CDFI is at a steal right now, $30 million in market cap with over 55% in circulation. This is another low cap gem that I believe has a lot of long-term potential, a great initial game offering platform, as well as other projects in the AI space. I think CDFI can help people make a lot of gains, especially with the fact that it helps people get in early on hyped projects, on projects that there's a lot of interest in. CDFI is another great 20 to 50x in my opinion in the coming bull run. You can find this one on KuCoin as well as PancakeSwap. There are a lot more low caps and even micro cap gems that I cover. If you don't want to miss any of that, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you found any value into this video, why not share it? I make contents like this all the time to help people navigate the crypto space with ease. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you subscribe by now. Like, share, comments down below on any other project or topic you'd like to see me cover. And I hope to see you next time. Stay safe and take care.